Okay. Welcome again. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a request. Just a request. I'm just worried about others. Predominantly, I think we don't access, or at least I don't access to the SEGI email because
Okay.
we also have one other business and personal email.
Okay.
If we can
And
include that,
understand.
so I think that will be very much informative. It will be, we'll be able to engage better. So I think currently it's all your notice went to Segi's email address. Can we
Yeah.
also include our personal email so that in
Yes.
future
Yes.
can be
Yeah.
better access? Okay,
Usually, yeah.
thank you.
Can you just type here under chat, right, your email address so that I can just add in, because right now you see here your attendance. I put all the email address, but I will add one more column here. Put here personal email address, right? I like to use both, in fact, because I don't want
Sure,
any students to miss any information. You can just
sure.
start here. Mm. Okay, good. Okay, we have Ang Su Ching. Or is it she's here already? Where is that? I saw Putri just now, right? So we are expecting more students coming in, but it's okay. This is going to be recorded, right? So what I will show you. Okay, I assume you must have been looking at your Spark, right? If you look at your Spark, okay, you are actually CIS303, Information Technology and Systems. Now, I am Dr. Nobaya. I'm from School of Information Technology under Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and IT. Right. I think when I received this information that the previous lecturers, right, um, was I think resigned, or yeah, I think resigned. So then they came to me and asked if I can take this module. Right, I am not supposed to be taking this. Actually, there should be another lecturer, but because everybody has class today, so I think never mind. I will take it for you. But if let's say, for example, I have another lecturer, then I will pass this to her. But hopefully, you can adjust either one. But it's okay. If possible, I want to take you guys because it's very interesting to be with you guys. Okay, so if you see your CIS 3303, the course content, hopefully all of you are able to access your Spark. Now you can see I have uploaded within a very short period of time. I have uploaded few many things right in here. You can see your class online link. Even though I send email to you, I still put the class link here, right? Just in case, right? You forgot whatever, then you can always find it here. Okay, then next you go to instruction for ODL students. Now, since this is an ODL means open distance learning, right? Where you will be teaching yourself and learning yourself. We are not going to teach you, but we will provide you with as much or as many materials as possible for you to read, for you to refer, for you to view, right? So, which is why you just read these instructions, right? These are all for ODL students to successfully pass this module. Please carefully follow the instructions, engage with all learning materials. This is very important. The lecturers can can track your engagement, because we can see how many percent you engage, you access the materials, right? Okay, then participate actively in class. We only meet 4 times, right? I think if I'm not mistaken, Miss, your program leader gave me 3 times, but I will make sure that you will meet the lecturer 4 times. Participate actively, where if there is any discussion, you just be active, just put in your ideas and so forth. And then complete assessments. This is very important, because if you attend the class without submitting the assessment, there will be no marks except for attendance. Attendance, we don't have marks, right? So complete the assessments means if you have 100% assessment comprised of full continuous assessment and final assessment, you must complete both, because for you to pass, you have to pass both, right? In here. The module includes continuous assessments such as assignment, quizzes, and projects, and a final assessment. In your case, the final assessment is final exam, which is 50%. I'll get back to this in a while. So in order for you to pass, you must pass both the continuous and final assessment so you can get the overall passing grade. Right? If you just do submit to us the the continuous assessment, which is the assignment and everything, you may not be able to get 50%, right? Because there will be some marks deducted here and there. So marks must make sure that you submit both. I mean, you do both final assessment and continuous assessment. Okay, self-paced study means I don't mind. Right? If you don't want to read today, you can want to read some other days. It's up to you. You want to do the assignment or you want to do the activities on other days, up to you. So you are the one who actually set the pace. And the final grade calculation will be based on your performance in both. This is what I said earlier, right? So wishing you all the best for your learning journey. Okay, so this is what I have to explain to you in the very first day of our class, right? So, and yeah, we have here our grading system, which I think similar to you because this one is I took from my SYT, School of Information Technology. I hope we have the same one. But for IT, for you to pass, right? For you to pass the final assessment, you can get 40 over 100, which is I think about 30 over 50 if I'm not mistaken. No, 25 is a passing mark, right? So I think 20 over 50 for you to pass, right? For IT. But I'm not sure for psychology. I will have to find out from your program leader, right? If not, then I will change this grade distribution, yeah? So which is why you can see here, yeah, this is a failure. So yeah, I'll get on this. I will update you on this once I get information from your module leader. So about the module here, we have introduction to CIS 3033. So I just need you to go through at the end of the topic what you should learn, what you should obtain, right? And the assessment here, right? Assessment here we have continuous assessment. That comprise of CA is continuous assessment, comprise of coursework and mini project. So which I think I will give you mini project. Also case studies and also presentation. So this will make up 50%. Right? So the final exam will be 50%. So this one will be in week 13, of course, right? During exam week. So for this one, I'm not sure whether I should delay this. I should extend this to week 9 because you just started the class this week, right? So never mind. I'm not very strict about submission as long as you submit. That's my principle, right? So you're a working adult. You should know, right? So I just to make it formal, to formalize it, I just put here week 8. I may extend it to week 9 or week 10, and then we will do this case study. I will upload also. And presentation, I don't think we will have time, right? So what I'll do is actually you have to record your presentation based on maybe this mini project or the case studies. I will tell you what to do, right? Now, okay, let me ask you something. If the assignment to be a group work, what do you think? Are you able to meet, with your time constraint? Yeah, that's right.
What do
Yeah,
we do?
yeah. So since we are still small group, like 10 of you, right? If you have 100, then I will ask you to do group work. But because you have only 10, to me is okay, right? So we just do individual. All should be individual, even though in MQA documentation they put it group, right? But I can reason out with them, saying that we have a small number of students and we are working, so it's wise for us to do it individual, right? Individually. Okay, good. So it's just a 3 pages only, very few, 3 pages only for this one, but you can come back to here and go through again. Now, this is the table of contents, right? For our CIS 3303. Okay, we have here, okay, now I just put here, right? I specially created this course, the contents according to your background because you are psychology, right? So I dedicated myself, right, within a short period of time to design the lecture notes based on your background, right? So Bachelor of Psychology program, the Information Technology and System module focus on digital literacy, information systems, data management technology in organizations, psychology applications, ethics, and emerging technologies. So we are focusing on all these within 12 weeks. But now we are left with 7 weeks, 7 or 8 weeks. Okay, this structure aligns well with psychology students because it emphasizes human behavior, decision making, mental health technologies, digital ethics, healthcare systems, societal impacts of technology, while we still cover the fundamental information technology and information system concepts expected in degree level course. So I tailor made just for you, right? Because I received the SIM. A SIM is self-instructional material from your program leader, prepared by the previous lecturer. That it seems that the focus is for business student, because the lecture is from business, right? Now, as a lecturer, I should know that who are my audiences, right? So I know that you are from psychology, so I tailor made the subject based on your background, right? The rest you can just go through. These are the topic one. We have a thing about 7 or 8 topics here. So each of the topic, there will be some mentioned here, the learning outcomes and what are the contents in each topic. Right? Topic 2 is about information technology, infrastructure and digital technologies. I have not uploaded this one yet, right? So these are the learning outcomes and these are the contents. For number 3, topic number 3 is data management and information resources. This is where I like database actually. So when I looking at data management, this is my area, my expertise. So it's going to be very interesting, right? I may ask you to develop some data, right? Database. Okay. So as an assignment or activities, right? Topic number 4, information systems for organizations and decision making. So these are the learning outcomes and these are the contents. So all this you will have to study yourself, because as you know, ODL, we are not going to have any lecture, but during our face-to-face meeting, right? If you want me to explain, just go ahead, ask me, right? I can always explain to you, show you, guide you, and so forth, right? So for topic 5 is about e-business, digital communication, and social media, which is actually widely used nowadays. Topic 6, information system in psychology and healthcare, learning outcomes, and also contents down here. And topic 7, cybersecurity, piracy, and ethics, right? That we can't avoid because it's around us all the time. Cybersecurity, attacks, hacking, and so forth. And also privacy is very important, right? And how we uh, handle it ethically. Right? So these are the things that you should be looking at. And also maybe towards the end of the semester, we will look into emerging technologies and future trends. Right? So as we know now that it is the trend, the AI trend, machine learning, ML, Internet of Things, VR, AR, big data analytic. So these are all the technologies, not to say future trends, it's in the trend now, right? So it's in the trend now. So you are hopefully by the end of the semester, you equip yourself with all this IT, information technology, and is information system. So I'm looking forward to see your, something new in you, right? After you complete this module. Okay. So, okay, this is what I said, SIM. SIM is self-learning materials, right? SIM is actually your, how to say, your ebook, right? So wherever you go, you are not going to see any lecture notes or PowerPoint slides. Right? You are should be looking at a chapter like book. It's like a book. So we have to design it to look like a book, right? But because I am given a very short time period, the best thing I could do is giving you this, right? So this is the book that I produced, and you can see I think it's better for you to download, right? If you were to read it here, it's very quite inconvenient, right? So you can see these are the one that I prepared for you. Yeah, you should download it. And then let me just show you again. We have here, okay, for under one sim, let's say for example here, this is my way. Topic 1, I think introduction to information technology and system, I think. So this is a sim, which whatever activities that I want you to do in this topic 1, I take it out and put it out here. So we have activity 1, we have activity 2, then you just look at the activity, because this is a very simple activity that you just do. This is what we call formative assessment, meaning that we ask you to do, but there's no grade. It's just an activity for you to do so that you know how you can understand better, right? So this is the sim, which is the chapter, the book, right? And then we have the activities, the case study, right? We just should look at here. Case study during telepsychology during pandemic. Many psychologists began offering counseling session online. So what's the benefit? What's the challenges? So reflection questions. So just discuss. If you want to answer, you can just put it inside here so everybody can see. Right, you can discuss here. You're not just you don't have to ask question. You can just discuss here. I think whatever you just mentioned here. So each of us can come in and join the conversation. Right. So this is how we make it two-way communication. Okay, so we have case study, we have some mini discussion, right? Think of a company you frequently use. How does technology improve its services? Write a short paragraph. So I ask you to do some discussion here, right? So you can just also go here and do the conversation. So we can just, right? So we may not be seeing the conversation all the time, but when there is, right, when there you are doing this, you just go in the conversation and just reply to your friend's conversation. Yeah. And okay, here under mini discussion, I give you some sample discussion answer, right? So, but you can think of other way, right? So here I talk about Shopee, about Grab. So you can just find what other company that you frequently use, right? And then just talk about it, right? How does the technology improve its services? Like for example, in psychology, right? You have clinics. Sometimes you're attending, or not even clinic. Maybe you're working in an institution, right? Under what we call student affair whatsoever, right? So I have at SEGI we have what we call it, student affair, who handles students with issues. So those kind of things. So it's very interesting actually. Okay, we also have here activity 2. So this is actually you have to read first. You have to read the sim first before you can answer this question. So all this come from here. So you will notice these activities are inside here. I just take it out and put it here so that you can see, and rather than you have to open this all the time, right? You can just look at the activities and case studies that we have in topic 1. Okay, for topic 2, I am still developing, right? I want to do it good, so I have not uploaded anything yet, so which is why you see this is unpublished, right? So if you are unable to look at any of this material, please do tell me, let me know. We can make use of this chat, right? We can make use of this chat. Just put in, I will definitely read, if not on the spot at the time that you type in, or I will read it maybe at the end of the day. Usually I will read my text, my email, whatever at the end of the day or at night, sometimes 12 o'clock. Like last night, right? I uploaded yours, I think until 1 or 2 o'clock, right? So that's very common to me. I know in the perspective of psychologists, I think you may think that I am I don't know, something wrong with me because I work until late night, right? So, but that's how it works. Okay, so not all the time. Even only if I have class, I have things to do, then I will just make sure that I extend my hours a little bit so that I can finish on time. Okay, let me just go back here. So sim number 2, topic 2, I have not uploaded yet, so don't worry. So if you see that this not published, right? The image is like this, better let me know so that I open up, because I have receiving text from my students say that they cannot see some of this. So then I say, okay, I will check. Maybe I accidentally unpublish it, right? Because this is very sensitive. If I did something, I did some changes and I forgot to publish, right? Then the students will be not able to see. Okay, so that's enough about self learning materials. Now we look at the assessment. So this is what you have to do. Now, again, can I go back here? Now, self-learning material, I will try to upload as many as possible, the SIM, topic 1, topic 2, until topic 8. And you have to read, you have to do all this so that you can do the assignment, right? So without looking at looking or viewing or doing the case studies or activities, you may have problems along the way, right? Because your continuous assessment covers from topic 1, topic 2, topic 3 until topic 8, right? So please, but I didn't expect this to be submitted very soon. Remember just now I said week 8, right? So I can actually make it to other days. Okay, so in here, let me just turn this one off first. Okay, so for continuous assessment, it actually comprised of 50%. 25% is the mini project, which I have uploaded, right? And this is a template. Okay, I will show you. This is the project specification, means the question paper, right? It's the question paper that I gave you, right? So due week 8, I will change it. Don't worry, not to worry about this. So it is an individual assignment. It's comprised of 25%. What you need to do is you have to understand information system in psychology, organizations, and digital society. Right. So I hope I got this correct. Okay. The project overview. In this project, you will explore how information systems and digital technologies influence psychology, human behavior, organizations, and society. You are required to select one real-world system or organization and analyze. Organization means anybody or maybe your company. Right? You select one real-world system which is existing right now, maybe your apps whatsoever, or your organization, your companies that you're working on, working at, and so forth. You can just anything. And then what you should do is analyze how information systems are used across different functions, such as in terms of communication, decision making, data management, psychology applications, and digital transformation. So these are all you will go through topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. They're all in there, right? So don't rush, don't start the assignment yet, not until you topic 1, topic 2, and so forth, right? So this project is designed to help you understand that information systems are not just about technology. They are deeply connected to human behavior, decision making, communication, and psychology. Right, so I have students doing my PhD students, right? They are doing research on the um there's a term, disturb, mind disturb, they go do analysis on this human behavior and so forth. They are IT students, they are not psychology students, right? But they are still doing, because they are IT, we have to do a lot of analysis using the AI tools and so forth, right? So it's interesting, actually. It is actually very well related to IT. So examples of systems you may choose are all this, right? Either hospital, university, e-commerce, right? And then transport, Grab, you or Uber, I think no more, right? Netflix, TikTok, social media platform, HR, online counseling, tele psychology platform. So these are some of examples that you may choose. I think at the end of this assignment, I also suggested few other things. Later we will see. I have to go through with you this because I will not be seeing you next week until the next meeting, right? So in case anything, I will just go through with you first, but we will discuss this again and again in the next meeting. Okay, just keep track. Yeah, maybe I will put the next meeting inside this chat, right? So what you need to do now? Right, the task requirements, you must prepare a report 2,000 to 2,500 words. If you want to add more like 3,000 also can, but not 10,000 because this is just a 25%, right? 10,000 is for maybe project, right? Big, huge project, plus presentation, which is 15 to 20 slides, plus report summary, whatever, inside the slides, covering the following sections. We have section 1, organization and system interaction. So you tell what, remember just now you are asked to choose, you're asked to select one, right? So you describe here. Right, section A, which organization, what system they use, and so forth. So describe the organization system that you selected, explain what information system that it uses, identify the hardware, software, networks, and digital tools used, and explain how it connects to globalization. Right, now I give you also an example here, right, because we are not meeting every now and then, right? We are not meeting every week. So I give you an example, how Shopee uses information system to operate globally. Example, the focus. Okay, next, section B, data, information, and knowledge. I'm not sure whether you know that there are differences between this terminology, right? These terminologies, right? Data, what do you know about data? Later we'll go through a little bit, right? Identify types of data collected by the system, explain how data becomes information, and explain how information becomes knowledge for decision making. So all in all, whatever system that you have, data is very important, which is why we are, it's actually a big terminology here, data, because right now, previously data is nothing, but now data is money, right? So if you have a pool of data, you can do something with the data to get information for you to make decision making, right? So that is what data, information, and knowledge is all about. You will have to read this chapter 1, sim 1. Example, customer behavior, purchase history, buying pattern prediction. Okay, you may not know what is this. I want you to read to understand first chapter 1, then you'll know what this is all about. Okay, section C, information systems and business stroke organizational process. So explain how the system support in terms of decision making, operations, efficiency, and customer, right? Explain how the system support in terms of decision making, right? Do they have any platform that no, how does that data become information, and make me to change it, transform it into knowledge. No, well, let me just show you where it is. Data, yeah, information, and then how do you make it as knowledge so that you can make decision making, right? So this is very important. The how is the operations like efficiency, and also you are asked to identify at least 2 decision making examples. And in section D, digital communication and human behavior. Oh, I think should be next page. Okay, explain how the system support in terms of communication, collaboration. This is just an example. You can just modify it, right? I'm just giving you some clue here on what to do, right? Here, discuss psychological effects on users in terms of motivation, addiction, usage behavior, decision-making behavior, and social influence also. And section E, psychology and applications. Explain how the system relates to psychology, right? In terms of mental health, if necessary, user behavior, emotional influence, human interaction, right? If you can see now, most of our apps, most of people around us, or maybe ourselves, we are so engaged with the social media, with the apps, right? So I'm not sure about mental health. I'm not sure about user behavior. I'm not sure whether, what's the discussion like among the psychologists, right? So this is a very good section for you to discuss, right? So example here, how TikTok influences attention span, yes, span and behavior, right? They can become addicted, right, to shopping. They can become addicted to watching movie, a short movie, right, in TikTok and so forth. So these are the things that you should discuss under psychology and the applications, right? And section F is ethics, security, and privacy. So which is why I think I will have to drag the deadline maybe until the end of the semester, because you will have to do it until section F, right? One thing for sure, if I am at your situation or your place, right, I will not wait for the deadline, right? I will not wait for the deadline because I like to finish my work as early as possible so that I can focus on other things, right? So I hope like my other students and the conventional students, they are very young, right? They are not working, they don't have that many responsibilities. They like to delay their submissions, right? So I told them, I don't want you to wait until the end of the deadlines, then you start panicking and working and your job quality is very bad, right? Your work that you submitted is very, very bad, I said. So just don't wait till the end of the deadline. What you should do is actually work now progressively, iteratively, and of course, if you do that, you will increment the progress, right? The assignment. Then you can go through again. Okay, go to back to section A, section B, section C, and then you can improve. Like once you finish section A, doesn't mean that you have to stop there. You can just read again, right? In case you miss anything, just add, right? So that's what I always tell my students. But they are very busy. They said, we are very busy. We have so many assignments. Yeah, I don't blame them because they attend 5 subjects. I'm not sure how many you are attending this semester, but I know they are very busy, right? So yeah, I said you have to know what to do. I said, okay, and we have also here future technology, right? Section H, reflection, important for psychology students. Right, 300 to 500. What did you learn about technology and human behavior? How do information system influence psychology in real life? Will technology change how psychologists work in the future? So it's actually I want to know from psychology students because I've been with only IT students, right? So I am teaching you this module, but I want to learn something from you about psychology, which is good. We give and take. Okay, good. Um, I keep on talking. Later, I will ask you what if you have any question. Yeah. Okay. Sample project ideas. Remember just now I showed you earlier up here. Sample. Yeah, this one, right? Example of systems you may choose. Now down here, I also give you some example project ideas. You may choose mental health psychology focus, online counseling platform, hospital mental health system, university counseling system, or under business or social media, TikTok, Shopee, Netflix, or under transport, Grab, Google Map, whatever, right? So, okay, optional bonus if you want, include in your submission, yeah, in your assignment, include a simple diagram of information system, include screenshots or flow charts, conduct small survey if you think you need, right? So this will be an optional for you, right? I give you some tips for you to get more marks, I think, right? Okay, format requirements, font Times New Roman 12, spacing 1.5, reference, there must be references, yeah? And minimum is 5 references, journals, books, or credible websites. So these are the rubric. So choose if you want A, you just follow this column. See what is expected from you based on based on 8 criteria. Okay, so each of these will be given marks accordingly. So if you want B, C, D, of course you don't want this, right? Even this also we don't want, right? So you do your best. I know it's not that you are not good. You are good, but because sometimes we have time constraint, right? I have many students who are very ambitious towards at the early semester, but at the end of the semester, I'm talking about OGL, yeah. At the end of the semester, they say I cannot make it, right? So they have to drop. Right. So now let me tell you again about dropping classes. Please, if you think that you cannot make it, like maybe halfway through, do not delay. Quickly drop the class because you will be charged 1,005. Your degree students, right? You will be charged 1,005 if you were to retake. Because if you didn't drop, your result will be considered as fail. Right? So if you fail means next semester you have to retake. Right? If you retake means you have to pay 1,005. I'm not sure about psychology, what is the fees, but this is under normal circumstances. Each module is 1,005. So if you didn't drop, you have to retake. You're considered fail. Then if you fail, means the next semester you have to retake the class that you have failed, right? And you have to pay again 1,005, right? Because the first time is considered a one-time payment, right? If you want to drop, let's say, for example, you drop before the deadline, right? Consult your program leader, yeah? Drop before the deadline. Once the deadline is over and you feel that you want to drop, just pay 200. Wait, 200 or 600? Just go and find out from your module leader. Yeah. So in either way, you have to pay, but one is, I think drop is 600. So drop subject is 600, but it is better than you have to pay for retake 1,005, right? Or better still, don't pay, don't drop or don't fail. Okay, so that's my advice to you. Okay, any question? I've run through the Spark and also the assignment. Any question?
Yes, Miss, I have questions.
Okay.
Okay, so for the just now you said that the example of the system you may choose from the top and then from the end of it. So it's just choosing one, right?
One, only one. Only
Only
one.
one.
Focus on that. Only
So
one.
it's just choose on the subtitle. Just like means that if I choose mental health, so I need to from these three and choosing just like the online counseling platform or hospital mental health and
Yeah,
university.
just one. The one that I
Just
give
one.
is just an example. Because we cannot work. Let's say, for example, I'm an IT project. I am in IT background, right? So when we have a client, let's say, for example, I work with a client in a clinic, right? So they want me to develop a system for their patient management system where patient comes in, register, and then where are the records, where are the data to be stored. There must be a server, or if they are not, if they don't have, so how do we advise the company? Do they have to have a good hardware to store the data? And you focus on the clinic. And in my case, like what I'm saying now, focus on the clinic management system. Now, in your case, you said about mental health, right? So what you expect to see in mental health system, right? Because I'm not so familiar with psychology, right? So what are the criteria, or what are the requirements that, from the perspective of maybe a doctor, nurse, admin, maybe, or maybe a psychologist themselves, right? So psychologist, what you want to know actually, what you want to keep the data, what you will use the data for, and what you expect to see at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, at the end of the semester, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, what kind of data that you expect to be tabulated from the system. You have to imagine yourself building a system, IT system. Okay, like what we are now using MS Team, right? Okay, look at your Spark. At the end of the day, I want student, I can see the student names, I can see the subject names, and I can store the upload the notes, everything. So these are the system we call it, right? We call Spark is actually a learning management system, LMS, that we use at SEGI. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Just choose one, because yeah, a lot to do actually.
Okay, then just now also have mentioned that the presentation is 15 to 20 slide and then plus a report summary. What does the report summary means? I need to write what?
I think I would suggest that to be put inside your final report. Oh yeah, did I mention to you? Wait, let me just show you something here. Actually, assessment. Okay, here I have not assessment here. Okay, here the template. Now, if you download this, okay, this one you definitely need to download. Yeah, so this one, I give you a template, so you just use this template for submission purposes. So you just put here your name and ID, and then what is the title of your project, then do some introduction here. So this is a template. So you just add in whatever that you want to put here. And then in terms of information system that you use, you look at what are the hardware used, what are the software used, what are the data that you need, that the system needs to be collected, right? And what are the procedures, what are the networks and so forth. So we will see this, I think, in chapter 2, I think, right? So globalization and technology, that this is actually come from your question, actually. Comes from here. All this comes from your mini project specification. So I just take this out, right? Some data, information, and knowledge. Section A is about organization. Section B is about data, information. So this is actually similar. So you can use this template to add in your answers here. Just make use of this, right? And the summary one, you can put under here, conclusion.
Okay, so means that we don't need to add in the presentation slide.
Can also at the end of the page, right? Of your slides, you just copy paste this and put it there. Because
okay.
your slides will come from here also. All the information must come from here also, from your work. Okay. Because since you have studied and you have do some research, you get some references, definitely you want to explain to me what you are doing, right? So from here, so which is why you need to do the presentation, right? I'm worried that we don't have enough time to present, 10 of us to present on during our class session. So which is why I want you to do recording for that particular presentation, right? So at the end of it, you can put the conclusion or the summary at the end of it, maybe a small, simple paragraph. Okay, that's it. So that's what I meant by the summary. Okay, what else do I have here? Any other question?
Okay, then just asking if I want to do it in group, how many persons can be in a group?
We have very few of us here, about 10, so maybe 2.
2, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say if in a group, then for the reflection part, is one person need to write one, or it just 2 person can write one?
Again, for each part you mean?
The section H, reflection.
Reflection. I think one is enough. One is enough. Yeah,
okay.
meaning that you combine both of your idea to reflect, right?
Okay.
Okay, you can do both also. Doesn't matter. You can say my reflection, another person reflection. Can
Okay.
can be done. At least I can see. Oh, okay. Z1 say like this, and then another person say like this, right? So it's good to read.
Okay.
We have 2 Putri Hanan here. Okay, Putri Hanan, can you please turn on your camera for a while, because everybody was turned on just now. Are you ready? Are you prepared to turn on?
Yes, sir, because I have unstable connection right now.
Okay. No wonder. It's okay. Maybe next time, yeah. Okay. But did you manage to get some information just now that I never mind. I have the recorded video. I will put this in my YouTube, yeah. Because we cannot let you, I don't know, the system will not allow you to access the video recording, but I'll put this in what we call it, my YouTube, and then you will just view from there. Okay, so not to worry about it. So what else do you want? Do you have any other question? Or you want to take a break? Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Nupaya, Dana here. Just I would like to ask a few questions. I'm just trying to digest the assignment 1. I'm just trying to get the perspective of what are we trying to answer. So you did mention about we have to develop. I mean, we have to assume that we are developing a system. That means I'm creating a system. Or am I describing a system?
Describing. You're not IT students. I cannot expect you to develop a system. You are describing. In other words, you are preparing like a proposal for your client in a way. Right?
So just to illustrate, let's assume it's a clinical imaging system example.
Mhm.
And when you say that, talk about this hardware, software. So
Mhm.
therefore, let's assume this is an imaging system. So we need to discuss and explain or describe the hardware and the software and the technical specification of that particular system as
Yeah.
that one of the part. That's how it is. It's not
Yeah.
about how we think or how we should develop that. It's not on that aspect, right?
Okay, I have this example of answer that
Mhm.
I have, right, that my students did before this, but this one is not for, yeah, something like easy, not so IT, not so for IT students. Okay, so remember just now we have an introduction, right? So they just describe, let's say, for example, a mental health clinic uses an integrated hospital information system to manage patient records, appointments, treatment plans, and communication between healthcare professionals. Information system healthcare are essential for improving service delivery, supporting clinical decision making, and ensuring efficient. So this is the title, the role of information system in mental health clinic. So this is just an example. Okay, then what are the information used? The clinic uses a hospital information system, which include electronic health record, appointment scheduling system. So what you think that you want the system to have in your hospital
Right.
information system? So it's just like this only. If you can elaborate further
Okay.
better, this is just a bullet point, but I want you to elaborate a little bit so that you can get better idea. I mean the reader,
So we
in
do
my
not
case,
have to go to like what is the specification of the computer, what is the specification of the tablets. We do not have to go to
no,
that.
no, 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 no need, no need, no need. Just something like this, yeah. You see that we have computers, you can use tablet, you can use, of course, definitely you have servers to store your data, right? And then the software, hospital management software, right? Or maybe what is EHR? Emergency, is it? I don't know.
Unsure.
This must, I'm not sure about this. So data, you need patient records, definitely. You need diagnosis reports, and you need treatment history. Right? Very simple one. But if you can elaborate, like for example, your patient records should include what? Major attributes. Major attribute. Call it attributes means column. I will show you a little bit on, maybe once in a while, I will upload video recording on what data is and how you collect data. Yeah? I will try to upload this focusing on data. Yeah. And then the procedures. Okay, what procedures you want? Patient registration. You want in that system, there will be okay, you imagine you have this system. So the system will come and register. So patient registration, right? And then once they come in, they get consultation, right? Then they have, then the doctor will give them, will prescribe them or treat them, right? So the procedures that we want to have in the system are, in this case, patient registration and treatment protocols, or we call it um, treatment, you can say treatment also, right? Networks, of course, you use internet and secure cloud system because you want to store your data, right? Now, in terms of globalization, this is very short answer, which I don't expect to be this short. Please elaborate further. Globalization and technology. In fact, here also, please make it a little bit more, not so little, right? Because this is going to be your assignment. So globalization and technology, information system allow the clinic to operate beyond physical boundaries through telemedicine, right? So you can, anywhere you are, you can do some consultation or whatsoever. Even operation. For example, patients can attend online therapy sessions. Psychologists can consult international specialists. Patient records. So you cannot take this topic anymore. I'm so sorry. Patient records can be securely
No,
accessed
no,
from
that's
different. You
good.
can, I think you can take, but at your own, your own. You can just maybe make use of this. But I'm not going to give this to you. I'm not going to give this to you. But you just maybe you want to take picture now. Yeah, to go ahead. And then, or maybe I just upload for you lah. Shall I vote? Shall I put or shall I not put? Because this is actually sample answer. Okay, so in terms of data, information, and knowledge, so let's say, for example, this is a very simple one. I want it to be more detailed, of course, right? Data, not just patient, should be doctor data also. We must have maybe few nurses, few doctors, right? And admin. Right? So I want to see that, So information, patient, what do we do? Collect this data for what? Right? Patient has moderate depression based on assessment score of 18. So these are the information that we want. That we, based on the data, right? We will process the data and what information we want from the data. Right? Patient sleeps only 5 hours per night. Oh, that's me, you think? Okay, so these are the things. Of course, I don't want it to be this simple. Right. So in terms of data, you should not just collect patient depression score and sleep hours. You want to see how many patients. Patient 1 age, how many? Patient 2 age, what is the patient age? Another patient, what is? So you have to collect few data, right? But the attributes that you are collecting is this one: patient, depression, sleeping hours, maybe other things, right? Not just 3. Okay. So the knowledge based on the data, these are the information that you gather, right? And what is the knowledge? Lack of sleep is contributing to increased depression symptoms in patient, right? So this one is in chapter 1, still in chapter 1, right? If you read chapter 1, you know what is data, what is information, and what is knowledge. Okay, then organizational decision making. So once in system, remember IT information system, right? We collect data from, let's say, for example, you register yourself for the first time. Maybe e-shopping, we create a new one now. We don't call it Shopee, we call it e-shopping, right? The moment you register, definitely you have to put your name, your login ID, your password, and then your email address, whatever information about you, right? So that is what we call data. Right? Once we get the data, the company, right, will have some information about you. You are from, they will sort the new registration according to age, according to location, according to interest. Maybe if you ask them about interest, about their interest in shopping, right? So these are what we call information. Now, once they collect all this information, they know that they have some knowledge, right? Okay, we have a number of people today register these apps, right? From, let's say, for example, from PJ, right? From Petaling Jaya, right? I don't know why. Maybe Petaling Jaya have got some events there that need them to download that e-shopping, right? So this is what we call knowledge, and that knowledge will become a decision making for the management. Okay, in this case, we do whatever, they will make decision on based on this knowledge, right? So that is how IT, information system, information technology, actually all about. It's about collecting data, transform it into information, and conclude it into knowledge for decision making. Right? So that is what I want to see in your assignment. I hope I give you a clear idea. Okay, see, this organization decision making, the hospital use the information up here, right, system to diagnose patients, to treat, to do some treatment planning on the treatment, and also resource management. Right, hospital monitors patient load and schedules staff accordingly. And then communication and behavior. Maybe I can give you upload this, but I'm not sure whether you are going to do something like this or not. Shall I upload this or shall I not upload this?
Yes,
I
I
don't
will choose this topic.
Again, you already choose this topic, then I don't have to. But then of course I didn't expect to be the same. Yeah, we can do your way, right? Your way, of course, is going to be different, definitely.
Okay.
So I don't intend to show you this, but because I think Mr. what Tana, right? Dana, right? So you asked me that reminds me that I have some sample answer. Okay, but never mind. Definitely your system is going to, this is the conclusion, very short one, right? So definitely the system will be different, a little bit here and there, because there will be no similar system. Let me tell you, what we are IT experts, right? We know that, okay, let me tell you, I'm developer, right? Software developer. I have another few other friends, right? Colleague or team developers also. If you give them in a room, you ask them to develop a system, similar system, we will come up with a different features, interfaces, ideas, requirements, right? Because we are different, right? So that is why you can see, but of course we follow, when we develop, we follow the international standard. Like for example, how the criteria of having a good interface, right? Human computer interface, meaning the screens, right? The color. Okay, if my target user are children, of course, definitely, I will make something like this. Remember just now? Something funny, something cute like this, right? So then that is how we, as a developer, we follow criteria set by the international. How we name the variables also, there will be a standard, right? Standard that we follow. But to develop a system, right? Let's say, for example, we are being put in a room, right? Okay, now they said develop an apps for children game, right? And then we start to develop individually. Let's say, for example, they will come up with different idea, different but same topic. Let's say, for example, game to develop a game for kindergarten, right? On, let's say, for example, manners, right? Good manners, right? So each of us will have a very different idea, interfaces, color, everything, but the objective is the same, right? So which is why I said, if you do it, if I give you this one, you may not, maybe you can get better marks lah, because you follow what I put here, right? But definitely it will be different, right? So don't worry. If you do it your own, then you'll be different from the rest. Okay, so I'm not worried about that because I trust you. So is there anything that you want to say? That is clear, right?
Yeah. Thank you very
Okay.
much. That's clear.
Okay, good.
So, Miss, you will prefer that this kind of point form rather than the paragraph, right?
No. I want paragraph.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said that one is not good.
Okay.
That one is paragraph, a little bit of bullet here and there, or a little bit of diagrams. I think I did mention somewhere, if you want some bonus marks, right? I think you get some
Okay.
diagrams.
I got it.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now, you want to take a break for a while? We have maybe 10 minutes before we finish.
Okay.
Then is it okay? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Just come back 17, yeah, 11:17. Yeah. Okay. Okay, can we start now? Is everyone here?
Yes, sure.
Okay, good. For the rest of our session today, I will just go through the topic one first. Even though I don't have to go through with you, but never mind, since we have got extra time, then maybe we can just run through this. Okay, I just want to focus on this one.
Just one question.
Yeah.
Just a quick clarification. So for the 50% for assignment, we have the 25%, then there's 15% and 10%. These are like 3 assignments. All of these are related to the assignment number 1, or is it another? Yeah,
You're talking about this one. Mini project is about
25%.
yeah,
And the deliverable is just a report submission, right?
report
For that
submission. Yes.
25%.
Yeah, just the report submission plus the presentation is actually 10%. That one is
So,
actually the recorded presentation.
so we select one topic, then we will do the report submission on Word document, which is number 1, which is 25%. The
Yes, correct.
same report, we have to do presentation on PowerPoint slide and create a video. That is the last 10%.
Yes, correct.
What is the case study will be uploaded?
Okay,
later?
this one I will upload later. Not today, right? Will be uploaded very soon also. This one is actually towards the end of the semester also you can do. I'll just give you maybe by next week, right? There will be some deadline also. This one is actually case study on certain issues, a certain related to IT lah, in psychology related to IT or IT related to psychology. So we will I'm preparing it still, right? So I will upload and that will comprise 15%. So all in all, 25, 15, and 10 is 50. And your final assessment is 50%. Okay, for your information, all IT, for IT, we do not have exam anymore. So that's why when I see, oh, final exams, I have to prepare exam questions for you. For IT, we do not have exam anymore. Our final assessment, okay, in here, let's say, for example, here, I put here something like this. Okay, I thought I put something here. Okay, here, right? The final assessment, there will be final exam at the end of the semester. So for IT, we don't have final exam, but we have final assessment as in presentation, reflection, or anything that we give them for us to assess them at the end, towards the end. So no more exam for IT, right? But for psychology, I think I can see that you still have exam. The reason, I think, because we are very technical background. Right? We have to do codings, we have to develop something like mobile apps, website. So I think giving a side exam is not relevant, right? So we finally decide to not give final exam, but we test them on technicalities, right? On how they develop the system and the website within a very short time period. Okay, so that is how we do that. So it's kind of like final exam, but they can refer, they can open book and so forth, which I think they don't have time to do that. Okay, actually, and also not just 3 hours, we give them like maybe a week or 2 to complete. Okay, so that is how for IT lah. But in your case, it will be conventional final exam. Okay, so that makes 100% of assessment. So this is 50, this is 50, right? So that makes the 2. And inside here, there will be few components. Be project 25, case study 50. This is what I followed what your school, your program leader gave me. If I can change, if I may change, I will make this as a bigger components, maybe 30 or 35, and make this lower components, because this is, to me, this more important, right? Because that it involves a lot of work for you to do, right? I may ask your PL, I may increase this to 30 or 35, right? Okay, so don't worry about that. You just do your work. Marking wise, I will just follow accordingly. Let me discuss with your program leader first, because when we send the documentation to MQA, right, your program leader promised that this is 25%. So, but actually it can be changed, right, according to the module leader, which is me, right, by right now. But some they said don't change, right? So that's why I have to ask her first. Okay. Yeah, I just need to check here. You, Ang Zi Xuan here, right? You are here today, right? Ang Su Cheng also here. Chim Po Yuet. Just now I saw Joanne. I forgot what's your name. Is Joanne here? No, Chim Po Yuet. Who is she here? Dana Balan, you're here. Jasmine, Kalai, not here. Lim Li Yan, Putri, you're here. Tasnima, Wong Mei Shen, are you here?
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Okay, good. Let me just. Actually, we have QR code, but I still want to put it like this, very conventional. Okay, let's just go.
Yes, I'm here under Chimpoyue Joanne,
Okay, okay.
number
good.
3.
Okay, you're
thank
Joanne,
you.
right? Yeah, I should put
Yes,
here
that's
Joanne
right.
so that I
Thank
know.
you.
Okay, anybody wants to give me a new name or maybe your nickname so that I can easily call you? Okay, so that is the attendance. But I still have to take this attendance, yeah. Where is it? Just go through this one first. Yeah, this is the one. I'm not sure if you can you take this attendance also? I mean the scan so that the attendance is recorded. Can everyone scan this? Are you able?
I scan, but it doesn't seem to work.
Yeah,
Joanne.
okay.
Yeah.
So I don't trust them. So I just never mind. I just do you want to show me the close
Okay.
this? Yeah, I just close it. I just make it. I just take
Can you
attendance
show
like
the
this better.
QR again?
Hmm?
Can you please show the QR again?
Oh, okay, okay. Let me just go back. Vision system, QR. Okay. Scan again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Well, it worked for the first time for me now.
You are lucky. Okay, but it's okay if you don't able. I already took attendance manually just now. I don't because I don't trust the system so much, and I also can take it here. But let me just have to January, not January. We are now in May. It's not information technology. You are bachelor in psychology, right? How does SY ESYCH? Is this the one? Yeah, ODL, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Degree search. That's why I said I don't trust the system. I should be able.
I have a question. If we do the survey, right, must we add the questions in the report?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? You can put that under appendix. You put at the
Okay.
end of the report, put it under appendix. Yeah.
Is it the word count is include the report?
No,
Okay,
No.
thank you.
I just unable to search. It's okay. I already took your attendance, so not to worry. So not to worry yet because I already took here. Okay, good. So just save this. So you have Ang Zi Xuan, Ang Su Cheng, Joanne, Dana Balan. We have here Putri Hanan, and Wong Mei Shen, right? So glad to see all of you. I'm so sorry. It's in a very short time. I just try my luck to send you in case if you did not attend this morning. I will definitely do recording for you, right? But it's good that you guys come in so that we can get better idea on what to do next, right? So that we don't have to waste more time. Okay, let me just go to the lecture, to this here. This one. So this is what they meant just now, input, information processing life cycle, meaning that what in IT, right? In information system, we have a system, right? To make the system running, we have to have some input. That input is where the data is being collected, right? That is where the data collection takes place, right? So those data we input using keyboard, using scan, you know, like what you scan just now, that is input, right? Or mouse, keypad, right? So we input everything inside the system, then the system will process. So these are all the things that the IT students will be doing, right? They make a screen so that the user can enter data, right? And then once they click enter, the data is inside the database, then they will process the data, whatever. If you want to analyze whatever, then we will have to do the coding, right? Then that is what we call processing. So once we process, then we know that you want to see some data generation, right? Information. So we produce the data based on the requirements set by the user or set by the client, right? So these are actually the cycle of information processing actually, right? So from the output, then we will have feedback, decision making, and so forth. So that is the major life cycle for information processing. Now, example here, let's say we are talking about student information system, right? So what are the input? Student registration data, right? Student name, student ID, student email, student age, student address, everything, right? Then we input inside the system. It will process to verify student information, or definitely before we use the data, we have to verify first. There will be some codings to verify the student information first, whether they are real, whether they are not real, whether there are some empty data, something that missing. So we will do that first, cleaning the data and everything. Then let's say, for example, we want to process the fees for that student. Of course, not just fees. In a system, there must be so many other features and not just the fees. Okay, so this is where the processing takes place. And what happened is, from the output perspective, you want to see this registration confirmation. Yes, you are now registered. Yes, you are now confirmed as a psychology student. And from there on, you will get the class timetable. You will get assigned to the respective classes. You will get assigned to the respective lecturers, your program leaders, and so forth, your mentor, so those are the output that comes out from the system. Right now, the feedback, once we have the system information running or obtained, then from there on, we'll see what are some improvement that we can make, or what can we decide based on the data or information that we receive. Right, so these are what we call information system for the cycle for information student information system. Right, so you just go through. I want you to look at data. Data, yeah. Okay, what do you think about data? We have about half an hour to go. What do you think about data? When you talk about data, what do you know about data? Because usually students, no, not students. Most of the time, people, when we talk about data, they give us a different interpretation, because to IT, data is, can someone tell me? What is data?
Number of something.
Number of something. Number of something. Okay. What is your name?
Meishan.
What is your name again?
Meishan.
Okay, nation. Okay, name equal to nation. I'm collecting. Wait, I'm collecting data now. Name, right? What is your ID? SUOL something, right? ID, name, ID, address, email address. Okay, let me just show you what is actually data. Name, ID, email, first meeting, second meeting, third meeting, fourth meeting, and so forth, right? So these are what we call attributes. In IT, we call it attribute. These are data. Each of this is data. This is data for function. This is your data. This is your data. So this is one record. This is one record. The whole thing is what we call a file. One row is a record. 2 record, 3 record, 4, 5. I have 10 records of students now. Right? So each of this is data. 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 So data is actually this one. This one. This one. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just facts. It's just facts. Right? So each of this is data, 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 and so forth. Right? This is also data. This is your program. This is a course. This is the intake semester. And this is the, maybe we call it attendance file, whatever. Right? So each of this is data. But when I put it in like this, it becomes an information. Let's say, for example, I want to run the system. Wait, now let me see. Data. Okay, let's say, for example, I want to run it Z to A. In, instead of alphabetical order, is reverse, right? So this is information that I get. Information that I get. Let's say I want to know, let's say, for example, how many students come today. So I said, this is the coding, right? Okay, you will see error after this. Oh, no error because I'm too perfect. Okay, so I want to make errors actually. So how many people that come today? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is information. This is data, 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 data. So when I get something, this is an information. So I can tell your PL just now. Afterwards, I can say, okay, your program leader, today my students, 6 of them attended. So that 6 of them is actually an information to your PL. So all this is data that I collected from you. Right, I took this from your Spark actually, your attendance, your participants. So once I get some, later on, I just copy paste this one, right? I just copy paste this one, and then I just put in, let's say, for example, this one come, this one come, this one not come. Oops, sorry. Right? Oh, next week, the next meeting, only 4 comes in. So I will tell them also. So this is how information is gathered based on the data collected here, right? Today I collect this data. Right? So this is the information that I can get, right? I can convert this later on into graph, right? Let's say, for example, I want to make it a graph. Okay, I want to make it like maybe graph, right? So only today, okay, it's not, doesn't look good at all. And so we can change the graph, maybe to chart. Change it again. So this is what we call information. Okay, this is because only one, that's only one bar, right? So once they got the next meeting, then you will see 4 bars coming in, right? So here is 6, only 1 bar because it's the first day, right? No, and then I can check. I can also enter, let's say, for example, I put here male and female. Insert gender, right? So this is male. I assume female. I assume FFF except for Kala, you perempuan, right? Female. Dana means male. Female, female, female. So I can make graph out of this. Sorry. So this, the moment I make graph, right? The moment I created a graph or whatever, it is actually an information to the management, right? So data is about collecting each and every cell, we call it. So using Excel is one of the tools that we use to collect data, right? Then we process the data, and get information. So I want you to know the difference between data and information, right? So let's say, for example, today is semester May to 6. So next semester, I teach you also, maybe, right? Maybe I teach you another subject, maybe, or maybe the same subject, I'm not sure, right? I just then put here September, so September 26th, right? So once I collect May, September, January 27, so these are actually generating more information so that I can make decision based on your data that I collected. Right, so this is a very good example for me to show you the differences between data and information. Okay, so usually even IT students, so when I ask them the very first day, what is data? They cannot tell me also, right? So data is each cell. This is a data. This is data. You know that data. This data is a name. You know that this data is a gender. You know that this data is an ID. You know this is an email. This one is attendance that you come today, right? But when you compile everything, it becomes okay. Each of this is a record. When you compile 10 students, they become a file, right? Then when I process the data, it becomes information. It gives you some info about this class. Right? So that is what I want you to know before you can proceed with your assignment. So this is very important. So for example, here, age, test scores, income, attendance records are all forms of data. These items simply represent individual facts. Remember I mentioned about facts? So it's a fact that your name is wait, let me see, I can still remember. Your name is Ang Su Chen. Your name is Ang Ziswan. Under name column. Under gender, this is your facts. Under ID, this is the facts. Right? So these are all facts. For instance, a list of test scores like 65, 78, 82, and 90 does not immediately explain anything. What is 65? I don't know. What is 70? I don't know. What is 82? I don't know. What is 90? I don't know. It doesn't give you anything until you analyze it. Like, for example, you calculate the average. Okay, now let's say at the end of the semester, you get 60, you get 50, you get 70. I just simply put, don't feel bad, and put, okay. This one looks not good, that one. I just simply put, right? Then at the end of the day, I want to say what is the average for each of you. Right? Oh, okay. For this assignment, right, the average that the student get is 65.4. Right? And then I have another one, case study. Now I calculate. So when I compile all this, then this is an information for me. Right? Then later on, you will see who will get A, who will get B, and so forth. I will make what we call it, an Excel that can tell me your, wait, let me just show you if I have old one. Funny project. Okay, this is a list of students. Another one, the one that with a formula. I'm sure you are very familiar with this. You are much better, right? But I'm just showing you the difference between data and also, and I know you know, right? Attendance, maybe here. No, it's not here. So this is the for my PIT, PIT students, ODL. It's okay. I maybe I'll just get ready in the next class to show how I can convert this data into information, right? And then convert this into diagrams and so forth. So that is what I expect you to at least show what is your expectation for that particular output of your system. You don't have to develop the system. No, you don't have to, but at least you can give some simple idea of how your system is expected. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah, in organization, data is collected continuously from various sources such as survey, registration form, online system, and transactions. However, raw data alone cannot guide any decision. because you only see cells, right? But when you can gather everything, you analyze it, then it becomes information. So that is actually to show you what data is, right? And what is a procedure. So I give you some example here and what is networking, internet, Wi-Fi, cloud services, right? So we just, then some activities that you can do where you can find these activities, also the same activity inside your Spark, right? Under your Spark also. So I think, yeah, I've described everything that I want to, right? So you just go through this number one, topic one. I will put more the rest in, hopefully, right? Hopefully as soon as possible, but not today, okay? Because I've got another class after this. Okay, you have any other question? I hope you are enjoying the class today, even though it's late, right? So I hope you are okay. Did you get whatever that you should get? I hope you can start doing your assignments. Start to do, not to complete. Just start to read first. At least reading first. And then get some idea. Stop, you read, and then stop, do something else. While doing something else, you may come, the idea may come to you. Right? Okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. Then you come back to your screen, your laptop, and start typing, or you know, along the way. Okay? And when can you on assignment submission so that we can submit when, okay, yes, I will open the submission folder so that you can, okay, so, okay, anybody else want to give me email address, personal email address? I just give me, I will add to the, yeah, I will take this and add to my data here. So I will add one more column here, call, so I'm increasing my data now, right? Personal email address. So I'm adding my data here so that I can make use of the data and do analysis to get information. Okay, so that is the difference between data and information. So people don't know that the data is actually raw facts, each individual facts. Data, when you process it, it becomes information. Okay, so that's all I want you to know. That's the most basic, fundamental basic of IT, right? So people, sometimes when you talk among yourself, right, you say data, you say information. Data is not information. Data is data. Information is information. Okay, just make that right. Okay. Okay. If you don't have anything else you want to know, I think you can start reading your assignment, reading the topic one, so that you can have some idea. Don't rush, right? Go do something, stop, do something, and then come back.
Just a question. When you say week 8 or week 9, when is it actually? Is it like 10 July?
Let me see. Oh yeah, I saw your PL shared with me. The classes will be 7 June, 5th July, and 2nd August. Right? So maybe we just follow what they mentioned here lah, because they don't allow me to do 4, because usually it should be 4. Now, okay, and I said 1 means that when the class starts from here, you know, the class should start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Our class started on the 16th, the first day.
Today is the fifth week.
Today
So
is the
5th, 6, 7, 8 should be around here, right? But I think you've got quite a lot to do, so I will make it maybe on 12th. The submission maybe on the 12th of July.
So this is for both presentation and as
yes,
the report.
Correct. But yeah, I will try to upload all the necessary topics, right? If not, I can delay it until 19 because semester ends here. As long as you submit before the semester ends. Okay? As long as you submit before the semester ends, yeah. Okay, I think it's either 12 or 19. Let me just see first because I need to see how fast I can upload all the topics. Okay? I have to be fair to you also. Right? So maybe 12 or 19. Okay? Of July. Okay, so no rush because I know you guys are busy.
Dr. Nobaya,
Yes.
I'm Joanne here. I'm
Okay.
actually looking I'll be picking towards a social media platform for my research.
Okay.
Yeah. From your perspective, information system itself, what are the what do you think most of the time when they do the research they may
Okay. I have
often overlook
Okay.
in
Okay.
analyzing?
I have students doing PhD students doing and they are trying to enhance or identify they are trying to identify the emotions of the users.
Right.
Yeah, emotion of users, because in social media, like say for
Right.
example, maybe one of the example that people always use putting their old personal profile and everything is in Facebook, where I think over here we don't use anymore, right? Because this my student is actually from Seychelles. Seychelles is actually from near Africa, around there, right? So over there they have issues, lots of issues on Facebook users. So he is investigating on how people make use of Facebook to show their emotions, and sometimes we are worried about this data that the users put in the social media is going to be very very dangerous, so that you can do such thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay.
And also, do we this is we just out of curiosity, what make you choose information or in this field, information technology, Dr.
Me
Rabaya? Out of
myself.
curiosity.
Okay,
Yeah.
out of curiosity also, I want to know what is IT all about. And true enough, because when I was young, I'm very young now, right? When I was younger, I have to say I'm very young, quote unquote, right? When I was younger, I was like, at that time, Malaysia has not developed yet in terms of technology. So I think I'm one of the first few young ones, right? That we involve in have the interest in studying IT. So my major is actually, my expertise is in actually bachelor in, I started off with a diploma in computer science, then I continued with bachelor in computer science and until my masters of computer science also. But when I go to for PhD, I did something different, because I can make use of my technology knowledge. I use into engineering entrepreneurship. So where, very different, very different, but it's related to, it's very interesting. And I did research, I did a framework on how we can improve students, engineering students, particularly in my research, because I did my sample come from engineering students in KL, in Klang Valley. So I identified that most of our engineering students, they are not entrepreneur, and they don't have the entrepreneurship mindset. I'm sorry, right? They thought they want to do business by having the skills and knowledge that they learn, right? In the university, they thought they want to do business. That is not entrepreneurship. In real definition of entrepreneurship mindset is one that use their skills and ability to create something new to the community. That is the real definition of entrepreneurship, actually. So that is what people in Malaysia still think, that when you do business, you are entrepreneur, right? Yes, in ordinary layman term, yes, it is. But actually, it's in the world perspective, right? Because I studied, I refer journals, articles from European countries, from Western, so we conclude that entrepreneurial mindset is actually, once use your ability, like for example, you are psychology, right? Use your skills to create something new to use for your community.
That's right.
Yeah. So that is a real entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah. So I'm very interesting, but I didn't really continue with that framework. I just did the study and then I just took, because I'm busy with classes and everything. So yeah. Yeah. So I think it's same goes to you because you're from different backgrounds. Suddenly you're doing psychology, right?
Yeah,
It-
yeah,
it's
it's
good.
totally so different. But the
Yeah.
keynote here, keynote here, it backs to human again.
Yes, correct. Humanity,
Yeah,
yes.
it comes
Mm,
back to human in
mm.
all sector every day,
Correct.
you know.
Correct. Yes. It
Amazing.
is
Yeah.
human. And it is
Yeah.
very fragile. Now it is very fragile, right?
Oh
People
yes.
are
Oh yes.
very fragile. Yeah,
Mm.
good. Good. Very good. Actually I think my niece
Mm.
actually, she took bachelor's in psychology also
Right.
during her degree. But then when she go to masters, she did MBA. So it's like
Okay.
so somehow or other we have this opportunity these days, right, to diverse yourself, not just in one
Yes,
track,
yeah.
right? Which
That's
is good
right.
actually.
Because I find that it's crisscross. It is a
Yes.
crisscross. It's
Yes.
so vast nowadays
Mm,
that definitely technology makes whole lot
correct.
easier,
Correct.
simpler for
Mm-mm.
connectivity.
Yes.
I mean, I would
Correct.
imagine those days I probably would pull through better if, let's
Correct.
say, the availability of OEL, blah, 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 while
Yeah.
working.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, so I think as long as we able to set in the time frame, blah blah, it's reachable. It's reachable.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct. With all
yeah,
this
yeah.
technology
Yes,
ahead
yes,
of
yes, yes.
us, right? Very convenient for us all. We never imagined that we have class online, previously. For your information, my first time I started with writing my codings when I was in the universities in here in Malaysia. I use cards to key in my coding, punch card. We call it punch card. Coding, I use card to punch in the coding, every lines of codings. I have to use punch card. Then I have to send over to the main computer center. Then they will process. So those were the days. Yeah, but now can you imagine? Can you imagine we use okay, let me just show you what we use here, Visual Code. Yeah, we have Visual Code Studio where we can do program by just using this. This is the screen. Yeah, so I write coding.
Okay.
So the last time I don't have all this. I have to type on paper. And I send that paper into the computer center. Then they will process the paper, cut and so forth. Now the students learning coding using this. Very interesting, very, very different. But I have to catch up. Right. But along the way, along the way I get into this because it took me like 5 years to finish everything. So very fast. I don't stop here. I continue overseas. So that is where I learn all these new machines and so forth. It's interesting. I am a technical person. I am a technical person. I don't like to read so much. Yeah. So that is why.
Techie.
Yeah. I like a class where we have codings. But in this class, I said I have to take the challenge. For this class, there's no coding, right? So that is why I said, okay, never mind. Maybe I give you some simple exercise for you to do this. Right? So at least some codings here. See, this is coding actually, right? The one that I wrote here. This is coding. So I know you can do better than this. So what about Mr. Dana Balan? Are you
Mr.
good at
Dana.
Excel? What about Joanne? Are you good
Sorry,
at
can you please
Excel?
repeat, Doctor?
Yeah?
Excel, is it?
Excel, yeah, this one. This one. Are you
Yeah.
good at this?
Yeah, I'm reasonably well on Excel.
Okay, with the formulas and functions, everything, right?
Yeah, reasonably,
good.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I think for working adult, it's very easy for you guys because you always use it in the office, right? But for young students that entering conventional, to them, it's difficult. These students, we don't expect them to know, but they
Okay.
have to know. Yeah, for IT students, because they have to know everything. So normally we don't teach in class, but we expect them to learn and study. Right? In fact, your report also, if you see, let's say, for example, I show you this. I show you this one. Okay, each of this, right? See, I use heading. 2. And then this one is normal. And this one, okay, this one is heading 1. So each of this is actually being well formatted. That is why you can see it's nicely set. Without using this, right? My notes will be not as clean as this. So which is why, are you good also using Word? Please, please give me a nice format, because my eyes is I'm very particular about cleanliness, neat, right? So that when we read, as a reader, when we read, we feel good when reading your paper. Okay, because I think I did a lot of research, so which is why we need to read a lot, and when we read, we want to see nice environment. So which is why when you try to learn yourself how to do formatting, how to use format. Like for example, this one, heading 1, heading 2, everything. So make use of it, which is very important, good for you also. Okay. Okay, good. We talk a lot, right? Not just about information system and technology and system, but also some other information. Good. So it's already 11:58. Do you have any other class after this?
Not today for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's off.
I have another
Yeah.
class. Okay, good. Putri
Okay.
Hanan, are you okay? You are so quiet. Are you okay?
Yes, madam, I'm okay.
Okay. If anything, just we make use of this platform. Yeah, just type here. Yeah, anything you just ask me here, or if you want it to be personal, you can just go to my name. Go and search for my name, and wait, where is it? Yeah, go and search for my name. Where is it? How to go? Hey, where is it? Chat. Yeah, you can search for me. You can search for me here. No, here. Sorry. Right? Actually, should be a new name here. Like you can just find me here, and then we can just communicate individually. Yeah. So just use the chat to communicate with me. Then I think should be okay. Okay, I'll see you on the on the 7th, I think. 5th July. 5th July. But don't stop there and don't wait until 5th July. If you have anything, just ask me, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
Dr.
nice
Nabraya,
Okay,
for
bye. Okay,
the class.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Okay, thank
everyone.
you. Thank you
Bye.
all. Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.